So here it is, the final product of vinyl plank flooring installed in this slab 3-bedroom ranch house. Everything flowing, no breaks in any doorway, and oh my gosh, I hope you don't get motion sickness because that was way too fast there. But what's good, everybody? It's Carpet Mike here from CarpetExpertBlueprint.com, and in this video I just want to share a couple little tricks you could use to install vinyl plank flooring effectively on these beautiful wide open spaces. So first things first, we got a concrete slab floor in here, and for the most part the floor is pretty good. In between the living room and dining room area there was a big hump, so we had to kind of feather that out and smooth things out. But that's one of the beauties of installing vinyl plank flooring, is it will kind of cove to whatever situations you might have going on with the floor versus some ceramic tile where you have to make sure everything's perfectly level or it's going to look like some craziness. So next, once you get it up and running, this product we were using on here, super installer friendly. I believe the client picked it up at Lowe's. We were just hired to do the labor aspect of it, which in the vinyl plank flooring world, I'm okay with because there's not a ton of margin on the product there. In the carpet game, we could be super competitive and still make plenty of profit as well. Vinyl planks, not so much. Let's get back to the task at hand here. So we are shooting down the hallway right now, and this is the break point for all the bedrooms. And what I like to do is get the install done down through the hallway, into each bedroom started, and then my guys could jump in from there. Everybody could grab a bedroom and just start dropping it in. This way, everybody keeps on flowing. There's no holdups. There's no waiting for any cuts, anything funky like that. And on this job, there was no baseboards installed yet either. So we got real lucky as far as it being installer friendly on this one. Just able to slap and pop. Look how quick we got this going in. Yeah, I know. The video sped up, but still, it went really fast. It was a good time. Start at the one wall here, we're just dropping down, and then I just create my own tapping block. For all you DIY types out there, you do not have to buy the fancy tools. You could take your first cutoff, split it into a couple pieces, and use that as your tapping block, and just take your hammer to that, and that will go ahead and secure it to the other planks there. So just tap, 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 good to go. We're going to take the shop vac, clean up all that debris. We're going to wrap around into the next room here. Notch it out right around that wall. I got a couple different techniques with videos where I slow everything down for you on that so you can see exactly how I do it. And once again, once we're wrapped around that wall, someone could jump into that section now and keep things flowing. And that's the big trick there. When you're waiting for, oh my gosh, this right here took like 4 hours to do. Yeah, I'm exaggerating, but it was miserable. Little copper pipes coming out of the concrete every which way. You got to cut around this one, cut around that one. And then when you go to put it in, it still doesn't fit. So you got to cut it more. So I wish I had some super slick strategy for you on this one. But the reality is, just shape it out. Take your time. Set it in there. Shave a little more if you gotta until you get the final result. But that was no fun working under that sink there. I was probably under there for half hour, 45 minutes getting all that shaped out. No fun. Anytime you get to a corner like you just seen right there, absolute victory. Go ahead and drop in the corner. They're ready to install the baseboards behind you. Life is good. Now, in this particular case here, the wall had a hook of about roughly 3 feet that just kind of hooked out real hard there. So we had to put a little trim piece in there because the baseboard will not cover that. They weren't doing quarter round, but that's the other thing with old houses. Not everything is square, and sometimes you end up with a little tiny crappy fill that nobody wants to deal with. You got to deal with it there. Look at that. Eek! That little tiny vinyl fill. Just tap that in using a linoleum knife and a hammer. Let's remove a toilet here so we can do a bathroom. Loosen the bolts on the floor. Get it on both sides there. Once that's off, you're good to go. We're going to go ahead and turn off the water first, flush the toilet, then release the supply line. After that, you pick it up, you put it on some boxes, and you drag it out of the room. Now we're in the bathroom here, just wrapped around that doorway. Nice and easy, set those planks. These ones lock down from the top, so you set them in, just drop them straight down, and then tap that little cross seam together, if you will. See how I do that super quick with the hammer? I should probably slow some of this down so you could stick with me on it, but I can't speak enough about these being DIY friendly. You do not need to be a professional installer. I know I'm not. Just check the comment section on that one. But you don't have to be any form of pro on that. Just go ahead and cut and go, cut and go. You're ready to rock with this stuff. Find your straight wall and roll with it. Now that tub, that was a whole nother ballpark right there. Cutting around those little coves, making sure everything matched up real nice. That was another section that probably took me 45 minutes, even though it was just a couple little planks there. Not easy. You could hack anything in, but you want it as close as possible to make sure you're going to get a nice final result. Then once it's up against the tub, we just shave a little more off to make sure it fits real nice. We're going to put the final piece in here, shape all that out. Good. Wrap it around, tap it down, And then finally, the last piece, absolute victory. Look at that. One little piece there. That one was giving me all sorts of headaches right there, but we got it in. And here's the final walkthrough. Payday on a Sunday. And yes, we do go 7 days a week because I like to travel a lot. So if you double down on your workload, you have those options in life when you want to dip and your money's already there. Keep that in mind for all you installers out there that complain about not having money. Just double down your workload, stack your cash, and you could do whatever you want when you want. Remember that. Thank you.